Hello and a warm welcome to our pupils, parents and families to our virtual Key Stage 4 options presentations. I'm Benjamin Atkins and I'm the Head of Secondary here at the Aquila School. We are a happy community school with amazing learning at its heart, where our pupils are empowered to make choices, engage in meaningful learning experiences and make exceptional progress. Take the time to immerse yourself in the presentations to get the information you need to make the right choices for Year 10. These choices not only include what subject you want to study, but also what type of course, with GCSEs and BTECs appealing to different skills. In addition to our core curriculum of English, Maths, Science, Arabic, Islamic, Moral, Social, Cultural Studies and PE, pupils will be able to select 4 option subjects. These subjects shouldn't be selected based on friendships or teachers, but on what you're good at, what you're interested in, what you enjoy, and what you may want to study further. Finally, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mr. Ryan, and today I'm going to be talking about art and design at GCSE. So, why should you choose art and design? It is one of the few subjects offered at GCSE which develops pupils' creativity skills, a skill which is highly valued among employers. It is very much a hands-on subject, and in that aspect is quite different to other subjects you may be studying at GCSE, which can be quite theory and text heavy, and in that regard, it will offer a nice change to your GCSE years. It is a fun subject, and it develops your problem-solving skills, again, a skill which is highly valued among employers. And over the course of the 2 years, you will produce and create a design portfolio. This portfolio can be used as evidence to get into courses such as architecture, fashion design, and product design. What does the course entail? So pupils choose to study from one of the following areas: art, craft and design, fine art, graphic communication, textile design, three-dimensional design, and photography. Pupils must give evidence of their chosen area of study in 4 curriculum objectives, which you can see on the slide now. In terms of assessment, pupils are assessed in 2 manners. The first manner is pupils produce a portfolio, and they complete that portfolio throughout year 10 and 11, and that is worth 60% of the final GCSE. And the second part of the assessment is an external assessed assignment, which is set at the end of year 11, and that is worth 40% of their GCSE. What type of pupil should take this course? Pupils are independent learners, so someone who can complete homework and classwork on time, and pupils who enjoy carrying out independent research and investigation. Pupils who are hardworking and complete their work to their best effort. The core content is quite substantial, and the portfolio will take up many hours during the weekends and evenings and during holiday time to complete. So pupils who are responsible for their own learning. In order to get the full content of the curriculum covered, pupils will be required to complete research and investigation tasks at home. Pupils who go the extra mile regarding their learning and regularly seek and active feedback from teachers would be best suited for this course. Pupils who are organised and have good time management skills. As mentioned previously, the project is a considerable undertaking, and you will be regularly meeting portfolio and project deadlines. If you miss a deadline, the section is deemed incomplete. And finally, pupils who are interested in becoming an architect, designer, or an artist would really benefit from taking this course.
Hello and welcome to Business Studies. I hope by the end of this short presentation, you'll have a little more in-depth understanding about what it's like to study the course Business Studies at the Aquila School. So first of all, why choose Business Studies? Well, Business Studies is one of those subjects that it's just for everybody. So are you someone that dreams of owning their own business or climbing that corporate ladder? Someone who likes to understand the world around them and how it works? Are you somebody that enjoys working with others or by themselves? Are you interested in world or local economies? Do you like working with numbers or want to understand more like things like Say, for instance, would you like to know more about how your wages are calculated? I think everybody needs to know that. Or do you have aspirations on a bigger scale and want to be an accountant, for example? Do you have good communication skills, or would you like to develop them? Would you like to work locally or even travel abroad? Do you want to understand more about how you are employed in the world of employment? Maybe you want to be the better employer. Do you want to understand more about local and international responsibilities for employees and employees? Do you want to go to university or not? Do you want to ensure a sustainable future? Do you want to develop transferable skills, increase your employability, and have something really tangible on your CV? Are you someone that's undecided? That's okay, because so was I when I studied business studies many moons ago. But there are so many things that we study in business studies that develop our transferable skills for any job or course in the future. So what skills will you learn? Analytical skills and communication skills, understanding figures, problem solving. That's a really key transferable skill that all employers look out for. Are you able to think logically, or do you need to develop that? Develop your presentation skills, whether that's written, verbal, or via the computer and media platforms. Do you want to develop your people skills, working with others, getting the best out of your staff or your teammates? Do you want to develop your computer skills or information technology? Organisational skills, leadership skills, and as I said before, those transferable skills that are so important. The career opportunities are vast, and there's a whole number there. Business owner, working for somebody else, an accountant, a lawyer, being a recruitment consultant, working in human resources as an officer or the manager, working in local government, being a mortgage broker, helping those people to get their first happy home. Do you want to be an insurance underwriter and making sure everybody has something to fall back on in life in times of adversity? Do you want to work in marketing? I know lots of people at school here like to, they're very good at media platforms and developing that side of a business. Do you want to be a teacher? Do you want to be a manager, a finance officer, a bank manager? Do you want to work in charity and charitable organisations? Do you want to be a police officer or a firefighter? Actually, any job, anything you want to be in the future, business studies provides something for you. So there are two types of business studies course that we deliver. One is BTEC and one is IGCSE, the International GCSE. First of all, they deliver the same skills and at the same academic level. However, one of the courses is better for those who perform better in an exam. So the IGCSE is totally examined, and you will sit 2 exams at the end of the course, both for 1 hour and 30 minutes. One is a case study that focuses on a smaller business, and the other one, paper 2, will focus on a business that's either larger nationally or internationally. Now, the BTEC does have some differences. Same course content, but the BTEC is studied in modules, and you provide assignments as the way of assessment. And some people prefer that. So you have to think when choosing the course, what are you better at? Are you better throughout the year providing assignments, or do you perform well in exams? There are 4 main parts to the courses: marketing, human resources, finance, and operations management. And that means globally, locally, as you can see there, big or small. Some people I already know are interested in the pharmaceutical world, so they need science, but also business studies is really important. How do those medicines get to people around the world? What's the logistics like? How are they financed? We all have heard of Emirates, our local champion, that's now a worldwide phenomenon. Do you want to understand more about how that company has developed over the years and how it is an international leader? Then choose business studies, the course for everybody.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Mohammed and I'm going to talk you through why you should choose computer science. So it is a fundamental and very, very important subject which is becoming more and more recognized by industries and jobs. It is one subject at GCSE that really complements both mathematics and science. It allows the students to build on the logical and computational skills which enable pupils to develop their problem-solving skills, a skill which is highly valued amongst employers and universities. It is very much a practical subject where pupils will be working on solving real-life problems and developing solutions to these problems through a range of technical skills and algorithms. We start teaching programming really early on in the course. We start with a high-level language, which is Python. This then allows our pupils to go out and learn other languages as well. So what does the course entail? It consists of 4 key principles: problem solving, computational thinking, programming, and logical thinking. All these skills are strongly linked to maths. If you enjoy and excel at maths, this is the right course for you. In paper 1, which is a written exam, it's all focusing on the principles of computer science. 2-hour paper, 80 marks, and it's worth 50% of the overall grade. And this paper focuses on the theory side of the course, computer systems, data representations, binary systems, and the ethical and legal aspects. Paper 2 is a practical examination, and it's application of computational thinking. It's a 3-hour exam. It's for 80 minutes, and again, worth 50% of the grade. In year 11, the learners will have time to work on a problem. This will be set by the exam board, and it is usually from January to May, and the pupils need to come up with a solution to the problem. The paper they sit will be based on their approach to that solution and how they came to the solution and any questions surrounding that. In addition, it will assess their understanding of the concepts learned throughout the course. What type of pupils should choose this course? Pupils who are independent learners and work hard to ensure they complete their work to the best of their ability. This is because the course content is quite substantial and the project will take up many hours after school, where students are advised to learn a different language. It is important to have a passion for technology and programming, and ultimately pupils who excel at maths and science will really enjoy it and will do really well in terms of the problem-solving aspect of the course. In terms of the careers it offers, it's not limited and the skills learned are highly desirable. Universities and employers are looking for people who can display strong problem-solving skills. Computer science is for people who are interested in becoming engineers, working in computer science, or mathematical and financial backgrounds.
Hello, my name is Mr. Ryan, and today I'm going to talk to you about design and technology at GCSE. Why should you choose design and technology? It is one of the few subjects at GCSE which develops pupils' creativity skills, a skill which is highly valued among employers. It is very much a hands-on subject, and in that aspect is quite different to other subjects you may be studying at GCSE, which can be quite theory and text-heavy. In that regard, it will offer a nice change to your GCSE years. It is extremely fun, and it develops your problem-solving skills, a skill again which is highly valued among employers. It prepares you for industry. You will be using the design cycle to solve real-world problems. The design cycle is used in industry to bring an idea or concept from ideation to life. You will be learning CAD and CAM, both of which are industry standards. It will equip you with the skills and knowledge to contribute to saving our planet through the implementation of responsible and ethical design and manufacture of products. What does the course entail? Over the course of the 2 years, you will study topics related to product design and resistant materials. You will gain knowledge and skills in analyzing design problems, writing design briefs and specifications, carrying out research and investigation, generating design solutions and communicating those design solutions effectively, evaluating existing products, prototyping, health and safety, computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacture, ergonomics, anthropometric data, user-centered design, biomimicry, and sustainability. You will also gain knowledge and skills related to resistant materials, such as the characteristics and uses of woods, metals, plastics, composite materials, and smart materials. You will use, shape, finish, and incorporate a wide selection of these materials into your projects and design solutions. What type of pupil should take this course? Pupils who are independent learners, someone who can complete and submit classwork and homework on time. Pupils who enjoy carrying out independent research and investigation. Pupils who are hardworking and complete their work to the best effort. The course content is quite substantial, and the project will take up many hours after school and at weekends and holidays to complete. Pupils who are responsible for their own learning. In order to get the full content of the curriculum covered, Pupils will be required to complete research and investigation tasks at home. Pupils will go the extra mile regarding their learning and regularly seek and act on feedback from their teacher. Pupils who are organised and have good time management skills. As mentioned previously, the project is a considerable undertaking and you will be regularly meeting portfolio and project deadlines. If you miss a deadline, that section is deemed incomplete. And finally, pupils who are interested in becoming an engineer, architect, or designer in the future. If you're interested in taking this course or have any questions, please feel free to contact me at any time.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Connolly and I'm here to talk to you about the Key Stage 4 option of IGCSE Drama. Drama is life with the dull bits cut out, according to the famous Alfred Hitchcock. And if you are someone who enjoys developing your confidence, who enjoys working collaboratively with others, then I think that drama is the subject for you. During the 2 years that you will study drama, you will learn how to communicate effectively. You will learn how to work with those in your class. You will learn how to put on a performance. You will also develop your confidence in performing and communicating with those around you. This host of highly desirable and transferable skills ensure that pupils who do study drama are ready for the challenges of further education and beyond. Now, the aims of this qualification is to enable pupils to apply knowledge and understanding when making, performing, and responding to drama. What that means is that just because you don't like performing in front of others, but you really enjoy critiquing drama and being involved in productions, drama could still be a subject for you. So, does drama suit my character? Do you have an appreciation for performance? Do you enjoy watching something and critiquing it? Do you have imagination? Do you have an aptitude for collaboration and working with others? Is teamwork something that you really enjoy doing? Are you a risk taker? Do you enjoy having fun and challenging yourself in a range of different environments? And do you enjoy demonstrating your learning in different ways? These are the skills that are key for success in drama. The drama course is assessed in 3 ways. The first component is where you will devise a written portfolio. The second part, worth 20%, is that you will perform from a text. And finally, you sit a written exam for component number 3. The word theatre comes from the Greeks and it means the seeing place. It is a place people come to see the truth about life and social situation. At the beginning of this, I told you that drama is life with interesting bits. So if you are ready for a challenge and you are ready to have fun and you would like to engage with others as part of your learning, hopefully put on a grand performance, then drama is the subject for you.
Hello everyone, I'm Miss Parkey and I'm a science teacher here at the Aquila School. Today I'm going to be talking about the option of the IGCSE Environmental Management for pupils currently in Year 9 progressing into Year 10 at the next academic year. Science is obviously a compulsory subject, which is fantastic. However, we have an additional option here with the Environmental Management course, which has cross-curricular links between biology, economics and maths, geography and earth science. Learn about natural resources and how humans have an impact on these and all the parts of the world that we get our earth resources from. There are 9 topics: rocks and materials, energy and the environment, agriculture, managing natural hazards, oceans and fisheries, human population, natural ecosystems and the atmosphere, and human activity. The skills you will need to take on this course are examining skills. You need to be a critical thinker. This course will help you to understand and debate, to view other people's opinions and make your own opinions on why the resources in our world are so important and how we should look after them. You will learn personal skills, also about valuing other people's opinions, and the assessment is broken down into 2 parts. So So we have the paper one, which is the theory part, and that is a 1 hour and 45-minute exam. It's actually on the course content and it's 50% of your final grade. And then we have paper 2, which is a writing paper, which is a source material that you will read and do some data processing on this to evaluate your understanding. If you're interested in environmental management, it is a fantastic course to have alongside your science courses. It has great cross-curricular links with maths, English and science. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hi, my name is Mr. McDonald and I'm going to talk to you about the geography course that you could be taking next year at GCSE. The geography course encompasses a wide range of skills. It's literacy, it's numeracy, it's looking at different graphs, it's relating the subject to the world around us. It's a fantastic subject if it's one that you would choose to pick. So in regards to the course content, it really is split into 3 main different categories. So we have human geography, which encompasses lots of different things like population, urban areas, rural areas, poor economies, wealthy economies, how they are formed, what are the different features. We'll be looking at all of those things, and that would come under the category of human geography. The other side that we'll be looking at is physical geography, which is essentially all natural features. So anything like rivers, coastal environments, hazardous environments. So we're looking at quite interesting things like volcanoes, tornadoes, hurricanes, tsunamis, how those are formed. We're looking at cartographers and maps and how they map out these physical features and how, more importantly, they warn us when these physical disasters are potentially upon us. And the third and final category that the course content falls into is environmental geography. So this is very, very important in 2021, that we are looking at how we use renewable energy, how we create a sustainable environment. We'll be looking at the effects of globalization and migration. We'll also be looking at this negative and positive effects of tourism and how that is affecting our environment. Tourism is one of the main industries now in the UAE and especially Dubai, so this is incredibly relevant to students at our school. The next bit I want to speak to you about is the geographical skills. So this links with a variety of different subjects. It will tie in quite nicely with science. There's quite a bit of chemistry involved in geography. We will also be looking at maps and grid references, and it will really help students improve their numerical skills. As well as that, there are pieces of extended writing that they'll be expected to do. So those literacy skills are also there. Humanities in general is fantastic for this. It really does link other subjects into geography and of course history as well. Finally, just to give you a bit of information on the assessment, there will be 2 main papers. The first paper will be 1 hour and 10 minutes, and that will be focusing more on the physical geography. So like I said, the more natural features. The second paper will be more on the human geography side. So that'll be looking at things like population and the economy as well. Final thing I want to stress about why you should maybe pick the geography course is the career pathways. So if you want to be a cartographer, a GIS specialist, anything to do with media or tourism, anything to do with even population or conservation, this could be a potentially fantastic subject for you. Thanks very much. Hi, I'm Mr. McDonald and I'm going to talk to you today about Key Stage 4 history and the options information. So we'll be studying the Cambridge IGCSE, which offers the students a wide range to study from all the way back to the 19th century, right the way through to the 20th century. The course content will include an in-depth study of the First World War, which will be incredibly interesting. What we'll do is we'll look at the main causes, things like militarism and the battle between Britain and Germany, building up the dreadnoughts and their armies. We'll look at the alliance systems, which included people like the UAE or the Trucial States, as they were known back then, and the British Empire, the French Empire. We'll look at exactly why it was called a world war. And we'll move through that into what happened after. And that also had big global effects. So we'll look at the League of Nations forming, we'll look at the Treaty of Versailles and the effects that that had. Following on from that, we will be looking at the Cold War, which will be the brutal proxy wars that went on around the world in places like Korea and places like Vietnam, looking at all the different consequences that had not only for America and Russia, but globally in terms of economic and military as well. And the final thing we'll be looking at is why the Gulf matters from 1970 right the way up till 2000. So the skills that we are looking for in history mainly encompasses things like high order thinking skills and really help students improve their literacy skills as well. There'll be critical thinking, source analysis, where students will have to look and decide at each different source and compare two different bits of writing. It's been shown that people who do well in history also do well in English. So these two subjects do really complement each other and require a similar skill set. Not only does it require you to be good at English and have a high literacy level, but it also helps students improve their reading skills and improve their literacy levels as well. And of course, what we will be doing is encouraging those historical skills both in the classroom and outside the classroom with homework. And finally, in regards to the assessment, there will be two main papers for history. The first paper will be 40% of the final mark. The second paper will be 30%. And then we will either have an option to do component 3, which will be coursework, and this will be focused primarily on the First World War, or we would look at paper 4, which again would be the in-depth study, so that would be on the First World War. I'm really excited to answer any questions any of you pupils may have in terms of the history curriculum. Obviously, you can ask me in class. If parents would like to get in touch, I'm more than happy to speak to anybody about what they will be studying next year. Thanks very much for listening.
Hello, I'm Miss Jennings and I'm going to be talking about hospitality. The Aquila School offers a BTEC Level 2 International Certificate in Hospitality. This course is great for anyone who wants to pursue a career in hospitality industry, as it gives learners full-time opportunity to enter employment or to progress to Level 3 vocational qualifications. And in studying this course, learners have the opportunity to develop a range of skills and techniques, personal skills and attributes essential for successful performance in working life. Many pupils choose to study hospitality as it allows them to learn a range of transferable skills. Pupils will achieve a qualification at a nationally recognised level, which is equivalent to 1 GCSE. Knowledge and skills learned from studying hospitality include those concerning health and safety, the environment, legislation, and customer care in the hospitality sector. All units of the Pearson BTEC International Level 2 qualifications are assessed through internal assessment, and this means that the school can really deliver a personal programme which is best suited to the needs of the learner. Pupils will have a maximum of 150 hours of learning, 90 of these will be guided learning hours. Now, hospitality is a really rewarding career, and on so many levels, with job choices including those in the hotelier industry, catering, wedding and event planning, as well as the concierge and many others. There really are a multitude of jobs which you can choose from when you take a career in hospitality.
Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Mohammed and I'm going to talk you through why you should choose ICT and whether you should choose the IGCSE course or the BTEC course. Well, technology is all around us and there is no avoiding it. The pupils need to know the good and the bad. This will make them more flexible in future employment. For example, you are now expected to be able to use a range of different softwares regardless of the job or the industry you work in. For example, a doctor would be expected to type up reports, and this is something our pupils will learn using Microsoft Office tools. The course focuses on digital devices and connectivity. For those pupils who are looking to enter the world of business, this is extremely valuable as you will be able to develop and build up real-life skills that you can use to enhance your business even further in the future. Ultimately, it is about building on your skills to use technology to make sure the job and processes are more efficient. The skills you learn are vital and transferable. So what does the IGCSE course entail? The IGCSE course is 100% externally examined. There's 2 papers, a theory paper and a practical skills exam. First paper, which is an hour and 30 minutes, is 100 marks and worth 50% of the grade. It consists of short multiple choice questions and long answer questions. And the practical assessment, which is for 3 hours, 100 marks again, and 50% of the grade. The pupils will be expected to sit in an ICT room with only the software provided to them without any internet. They will then be given the question paper and some files, and they then need to answer the real-life business scenario questions and use the skills that they have learned to find the best and most efficient solutions. They will also be assessed on their Microsoft Office productivity tools against the brief questions that they are provided with. BTEC is 100% coursework. They will cover 4 different units, 2 of which are mandatory and the other 2 would be based on the pupil and the school's choice, whilst ensuring that the pupils are given a choice and focusing on what they need to know now. Because it is a coursework-based qualification, students will be expected to complete tasks within a given deadline. BTEC grades are either pass, merit, distinction for each task, and the students would complete the task in a given time and then we would assess them. Each task is graded as either the following. So a pass would be equal to a C, a merit is equal to a B, and a distinction is equal to a grade A. If students achieve a grade that they're not completely satisfied with, they'll have the opportunity to redo the task and submit it within a short period of time. This would then be reassessed by the teacher. GCSE or BTEC. It's important to know the main aspects and differences between the 2 courses so that you're able to make a well-informed decision. To recap, IGCSE is a 100% externally examined course. It's 2 papers, a theory paper and a practical skills exam. The BTEC is 100% coursework. This means the students will have tasks to do within a given deadline. So what you choose depends on the individual. A BTEC is equivalent to a GCSE, and this benefits those students who do not perform to the best of their ability under time pressure, because a BTEC allows for a bit more freedom. The pupils will have the opportunity to complete the work in class, after school, or also at home. This allows them to further research the task and ensure that they achieve the highest possible mark. The IGCSE course for ICT is for pupils who are independent learners, people who are hardworking and are able to complete work to the best of their ability. This is also for students who prefer to sit exams and are able to work well under time pressure. This is a more hands-on course, so they will be expected to learn things by themselves through practice and trial and error.
Hello, my name is Mr. Langley and I am one of the music teachers here at the Aquila School. I am really excited to speak to you today about the GCSE music course that we will be offering next year. The NXL GCSE music course is divided into 3 components. The performance component, which is 30% of the final qualification, a composition, which is 30% of the final qualification, and the final appraising examination, which is 40% of the final qualification. For the examination, we will study a wide variety of set works in depth, including music from the movies, musical theatre, vocal music, orchestral music, and fusions. You will compose 2 of your own pieces during the course, one which is to a set brief, to a set theme, and one completely free composition in which you can be as creative as you like. For the performance element, pupils will be given the opportunity to work individually and in groups. Pupils will be performing 1 solo piece, which they'll perform on their own, and also they'll be performing 1 ensemble piece in which you'll be working with other people in your class. Pupils taking GCSE music must already be grade 3 standard on your musical instrument and your voice. What are the benefits of taking GCSE music? So music is an academic subject in its own right, but it actually benefits other subjects too, as it provides many transferable skills such as teamwork and self-discipline. Making music can help a young person maintain good mental health during a time of high pressure, which the GCSE years can be a high pressure environment. So music is a nice release in those 2 years. There is only 1 examination and the rest is coursework, which makes it a nice course to do because a lot of it is hands-on and creative. And finally, and most importantly, students are more likely to succeed and achieve a high grade if they do something that they are good at and enjoy. So if you enjoy music and enjoy playing or singing or taking part in musical activities, this course is definitely for you. So here are a list of some of the career pathways that if you take GCSE music, the music can lead to. So you can have a career as a musician or a vocalist. You can be a teacher, whether you be a music teacher, or you could be a primary teacher or an instrumental teacher. You could work as a sound engineer. You can work in music therapy. You can take on a career in film, TV or radio. You can work in events management, the travel industry, work as a DJ or a music producer, and there are also other careers such as business. You can also work in any career you like, because like I said earlier, the transferable skills that you pick up in GCSE music can really set you up for life. Thank you for listening to my talk about the GCSE music course. I look forward to seeing some of you on the course next year. And if you have any questions, please contact me at the school. I will be very happy to answer them. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Connolly and I'm here to talk to you about a Key Stage 4 option of BTEC Media. This course is designed to equip pupils with an introduction to the practical skills that they will need to work in creative media production. If you are interested in a future career within the media sector, then I would say that this subject is for you. The projects that you will do as part of this are really interesting and they cover the length and breadth of the media world. You get to develop a range of theoretical and practical skills like filmmaking, production of a single camera film. You will also work on multi-camera work and the skills that are involved in making that type of production, as well as animation, preparing radio scripts, graphic design, photography, journalism, marketing, and social media. A lot of these skills are connected to what we now consider 21st century skills. So if you're an innovative and creative person, then this course is certainly for you. During this course, you will develop skills in 5 key areas. The first one is in research. As you look at film techniques from the past and the present, you will be able to identify how filming has changed over time. You will investigate the different types of multimedia that we now use. A couple of years ago, everything was PowerPoints. Nowadays, it's websites. So hopefully, you will discover that you have the skills to develop your own websites and your own presentations using a range of different applications. You will learn about designing, using desktop publishing to create your own newsletters, storyboards, and animation. You will create digital photographs, stop motion videos, maybe create your own website. And finally, you will develop skills involved in production. So using photography to create still image work, video and digital cameras to create moving image work, as well as desktop publications to create finished newsletters. This course does not have exams, which will be good news for some of you, but all the units are assessed continually throughout the 2 years. Qualifications are awarded based on the number of units completed and the level of the units studied. So in order to achieve the certificates, pupils must need to complete 16 credits worth of units, and each unit is worth between 1 and 4 credits. The completion of assignments it's ongoing, and you will always have the opportunity to improve your work and hone your skills further. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, career opportunities, what we're all focused on here. How can you use this in the world of work? Most importantly, it will give you will hopefully teach you the ability to multitask, to look at different media types and to find which one you feel most comfortable in so that you can look at future career options. Perhaps you want to be in marketing, sales and advertising, broadcast media, performing arts, journalism, publishing, even the leisure, sports and tourism industry. The media course will help you to thrive in any of these.
Hi, I'm Miss Eaton, Head of PE at the Aquila School. I'm here today to talk you through why you should choose GCSE Physical Education for Year 10. So why should you choose GCSE Physical Education? If you have a passion for physical activity and sport, it is definitely a subject which you should be getting involved with. It is a good stepping stone for careers in health, physical activity and sport. So if those are areas you are interested in the future, it's definitely a subject you should be considering. Here at the Aquila School, we have amazing PE facilities and an outstanding PE department, which you will get to use throughout the course. Taking this subject, you'll also improve skills such as teamwork, cooperation and confidence. It is a very fun subject, it's very hands-on. You'll cover practical and theoretical aspects. Practically, you will be improving your performance in different sports. Theoretically, you'll be covering areas such as physiology, psychology and sociology of sport. So what are the expectations for GCSE physical education? We would love to have you, if you have a passion for sport and fitness, if that's something you really enjoy doing, it's definitely a subject for you. And we're looking for people who are hardworking and committed to their subjects and are going to work hard to achieve the best grade possible. If you are involved in competitive sport, inside school or outside school especially, if you play for a football team or you're part of a swimming squad and you perform to a high standard, you should definitely be considering this subject as you will achieve very well in the practical element. If you have experience of individual and team sports, it's also a subject you should be considering. So if you play individual sports outside of school, such as badminton, tennis, gymnastics, dance, it's definitely something you should be looking to choose. Or of course, team sports, basketball, football, and among others. We also expect that students have good time management skills. There's a lot of hard work involved in this subject. You'll be not only be performing practically, but there'll be a lot of classroom work as well. We'll be learning all about the theory behind sport. And on top of that, you'll need to be organised so that you can keep up with your work, your coursework, and also improving your performance in your different sports. So what skills and knowledge will you gain from taking GCSE physical education? You'll develop your theoretical knowledge behind sport, so you'll have a better understanding of what athletes need to do to prepare for their particular sport, whether it be physically or psychologically. You'll explore the psychological and physiological states that affect performance. For example, if you are a football player, what do you do behind the scenes to make sure when you're on the pitch, you're mentally prepared to perform well and also physically prepared to perform well? How do you keep strong? And how do you keep your stamina up so that you can perform well and win? You will improve your analysis and evaluation skills surrounding performance and your own performance. So if you're performing in netball, you'll analyse what can you do well and what do you need to do to get better and how you will get better at certain skills. You will begin to perform effectively in different sports as we'll be working hard to improve your skills in your chosen sports. You'll have a better understanding of fitness and well-being and its importance for athletes, but also for everyday people and everyday life. So what is the structure of our GCSE physical education course? It's split into practical and theory areas. So it's 60% theory. This is all classroom-based work, but there'll be lots of practical elements as well. You'll be learning about fitness and body systems. These include anatomy, physiology, movement analysis, and physical training. There's also health and performance. This will include learning about health, fitness, well-being, psychology, and socio-cultural aspects. There's a 30% practical element where you will perform one individual sport, one team sport, and then a sport of your choice. That can be team or individual. There's a 10% coursework element, which is a personal exercise program where you will analyse and evaluate your own performance in certain areas. So after you've taken the GCSE physical education course at the Aquila School, so when you finish year 11, what are your prospects after this? So if you're seeking to work in the leisure industry, this is definitely something you should be considering on taking. If you are interested in being a sports coach, it's definitely something that will help you achieve that. If you want to be a teacher, PE teacher like myself, you need to be taking this subject, working in physiotherapy, going on to study sports science at university, becoming a personal trainer in a gym, which in Dubai is a very popular job, and there are lots of opportunities for that. If you're considering to be a doctor, you'll be learning a lot of different scientific elements through this subject. Ultimately, if you have a passion for sport and fitness, we would love to see you taking our GCSE physical education course here at the Aquila School. And like I say, we have an outstanding PE department with amazing facilities, and I'm sure you would do absolutely fantastically well, and we look forward to you joining us next year.
Hello, my name is Mr. Khalid and I work at the Aquila School. I'm here to talk to students about the GCSE option Separate Science. GCSE Science is a core subject, so all students must study GCSE Science. However, there is an option between doing either the double award GCSE Science, where you would sit 3 exams and gain 2 GCSEs, or the triple award or Separate Science GCSE, where you would sit 6 exams and receive a GCSE for each of the science disciplines. Why study separate sciences? Well, separate science, I would suggest, first of all, you should study separate science if you're passionate and if you're really keen and interested in science. Science is important, it's a core subject, and it's more than just studying the 3 disciplines. It provides students with transferable skills, which is why it's a core subject. It's about being critical, considering evidence and drawing conclusions and making evaluations about what you've been studying. Especially in the current climate, peer review, evaluating, problem solving, developing reasoning skills is all helping us navigate this great new wonderful world that includes COVID, fake news, and a whole range of other things. Sustainability, climate change, all of these things will all be incorporated into the science GCSE, and by studying science, you'll be in a better position to make better decisions about the world around you that you interact with. By studying science, you can also gain transferable skills. So several science careers are open to you. The traditional science careers include medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, engineering, and scientific researcher. However, some of the transferable skills that you gain, such as problem solving, gaining a critical eye, producing evidence-based theories, and being able to draw conclusions, could be important for a wide range of careers. And I've just put a few on the slide here for you. Being involved with media. Lots of scientists recently have become very popular, have been thrust into the limelight with the recent pandemic. Being involved in law, doing medical patents or medical sales, also both require a background in science and can be applicable to various other degrees and careers. Studying science provides you with, studying triple science, or separate science, provides you with the ability to make links between the 3 disciplines and go far beyond just learning what the discrete content is for each one. So if you're really passionate about science and you're certain on a particular career in science, then triple science or separate science is strongly recommended for you. If you love science and you're passionate about science, then again, separate science would be a recommendation that you should take. Scientific literacy and writing can also come into it, and you'll also develop scientific literacy. It can lend itself to working with the media. Engineering itself has a wide range of applications, employment opportunities, from being a pilot to designing planes, and something like aeronautical engineering, to working in buildings and infrastructure, and examples such as civil or architectural engineering. In fact, I could spend a large proportion of this video talking to you about a wide range of employment and studying opportunities that are available. centered around the numerical skills, the literacy skills, the communication, problem solving, and analytical skills that you will be developed. It's truly a subject where the only limiting factor to what you can do is your imagination. So the next thing I'd like to talk about is why should you study separate science? Well, as I've already mentioned, if you have a particular career in mind or a particular scientific field that you would like to study in, such as medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, or engineering, then separate science is probably a must-be. You should be trying to get as much science as you can to build that foundation so that you have a platform on which to build your post-16 and your degree level studies. So if you have a clear career pathway, then separate science should be for you. However, I would say the number one reason for studying science should be because you're passionate, because you love finding out how things work, because you have a deep interest in ideas such as how the universe works, how ideas around cell biology, chemical interactions. If you have a strong interest and you have enthusiasm and you're passionate about the science that we're going to be looking at studying, then separate science is the key for you. The separate science content is more challenging, so there is an increased level of work required, an increased level of skill required. However, these will be developed as you go through the course, and of course, being an option block, you will get additional lesson time to help support the development of these skills and these ideas and the content that we'll be covering. With this in mind, there are some entrance requirements. Once again, I've put enthusiasm on this side. So you should be enthusiastic and you should want to study science. There will be some aspects that are challenging, and your enthusiasm and your passion will help you get over some of those challenging aspects. You'll need high grades at the end of year 9 to access this content. However, you will be supported with additional lessons so that you can cope with the 6 examinations that you will receive at the end. So a little summary of what separate science entails. It entails 6 examinations, 2 for each of the science discipline. You'll get 3 GCSEs, 1 awarded in biology, 1 in chemistry, and 1 in physics. Thank you for listening.
Hola, buenos días. Me llamo Miss Grace, and I'm going to be talking to you about GCSE Spanish. GCSE Spanish will be a 2-year course, and it's going to build upon the work and skills that pupils will have gained during their study of Spanish in Key Stage 3. The Edexcel IGCSE does not test students' translation skills into English, so students are not at a disadvantage if English is not their first language. During the course, we'll be able to delve deeper into the study of Spanish, so going a bit further, learning how to refine our skills that we picked up in Key Stage 3, and using more sophisticated styles of language and expressing ourselves at higher levels. Some of the skills that pupils will gain throughout the course are understanding and using different written and spoken forms of the target language. They will also develop the ability to communicate effectively in Spanish. Pupils will also gain an appreciation and understanding about the Spanish-speaking world and the culture of the countries where Spanish is spoken. Students will also be able to develop positive attitudes towards language learning should they wish to go on and study a further language after their completion of the Spanish GCSE course. At the end of the 2-year course, pupils will be assessed in 4 different areas. That is speaking, reading, writing, and listening. 3 of the exams will be done in a normal exam setting. The speaking assessment will take place with your teacher examiner, so that will be the teacher. Your own class teacher will examine you for your speaking tasks. That will be done one-on-one with the teacher that you're already familiar with, and recorded and sent off to an exam board to be marked.
So studying Spanish has got so many benefits. Studying a language is always a huge advantage for students. Spanish in particular is a great asset for our students, given that it has over 500 million speakers worldwide. It is a global language, the official language of more than 20 countries, and this opens up so many opportunities for work and international travel. A language can be used in almost any career that you can think of, but it would tie in well with careers in business, tourism, and journalism.